Speaking of Souhegan and Londonderry, let's bring in the Sabres head coach, Marin Petropolous, who joins us now on the telephone. Marin, good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. 6-0 start, not too shabby. Have the girls surprised you at all with how well they've been playing early on?
A little bit. I mean, I expected we have some freshman talent that I knew were going to be joining us this year, but I think they definitely have surprised me. I do have one freshman starting for sure every game, and then the others are getting in. We're a lot deeper this year than we've ever been, as long as I can remember. So it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, depth obviously can go a long way. I'd assume as well that some of the upperclassmen you do have maybe played a role in sheltering some of that young talent on the roster?
Yeah, well, I think one thing that I only have 4 seniors this year, and they started last year, and one thing that they stressed to me early on this year before we even started was that they really wanted to play as a team. They also knew that we had some girls coming up with some good stick skills and speed, and they're not afraid of being subbed out to bring some of these younger kids in. So it's I think this year it's going to be a real team effort, much deeper than a 12-man team.
Coach Marin, good morning. It's Chris Hetler. How are you? Thanks for coming on.
I'm good. How are you? Thank you.
Good. Hey, so we had talked earlier in the show about sort of how at the beginning of the season we thought, maybe your team was too young and that you had lost so many kids. Do you feel like it's sort of a culture thing? Has your program gotten to a point where, we could sort of say plug and play, where the kids, through the youth program are all learning the same things and they come ready to play right away? Has that sort of helped your program?
Yeah, I do think that the youth teams have helped. A lot of these girls also play during the summer for either GSE or the Tomahawks, and I think that these girls that's a whole different culture. The travel teams, because they don't practice that much, but they get out there and they know how to drive the ball. They know how to defend a drive, and so I think that has definitely contributed a lot more in the immediate success as these young girls arrive, as freshmen here at Souhegan. So I think the rec and the travel teams are definitely supporting us in great ways.
Again, our guest is Souhegan head coach Marin Petropolous. The girls are 6-0 in Division I. Coach, what's your style? How would you explain your coaching philosophy to somebody off the street who would ask you?
I'm kind of laid back. I don't really yell. I expect a lot from the girls. I think that they know that. I think if people see us arrive on a field, they're going to see not just me. I have 3 other coaches with me this year. It's probably the most I've ever had, but everybody brings a different thing to the team. This is my 20th year, but I've got other coaches with me that have coached as long as I have, and I just think we're a really united group of coaches, and I think the girls listen to each one of us because we have different things to say.
Coach, one of the themes today has been schedule and strength of schedule and things like that. And I've noticed that you have Portsmouth on your schedule this year, not an in-division rival. But how is that something that you wanted to set up? Did your AD do that? What was the thought process in adding Portsmouth to your schedule?
Well, we've always played Portsmouth as long as I can remember. They're just a very well-coached team. Mary Squire is a terrific coach. They have a great field. We usually head over there. They have that nice turf field. And we're also going down to Massachusetts. We're going to play Needham this year. So we try to add in teams that are not from New Hampshire every year. Last year we played Notre Dame Prep and we played Westford. I just think Massachusetts lacrosse is great lacrosse, and it's always nice to travel down there, see different refs, different fields, play different girls that we don't necessarily know how they play. We don't go ahead and scout those teams. And it's good to see the girls and us as a coaching staff adapt to kids, to different types of kids on the fly.
So you have a big seven-day stretch here. You've got Londonderry, Portsmouth, Hollis, Brookline, and then Needham the following Monday. How are you guys approaching these next 7 days here?
Yeah, well, and it started last week because we had Pinkerton on Friday night. We just got done with practice today. So we kind of ironed some things out that we fell short on. We felt on against Pinkerton. We are not conditioning the girls a whole lot this week. Giving them one day off before we play Hollis on Friday, and then we'll be back at it next Sunday. So we're pretty consistent in our practices. The girls know they arrive on the field and they're ready to go. So it's still early in the season with the young kids that we have. They're just ready to jump in and do anything, and the older kids are just being great role models for them.
Souhegan's Coach Petropolous, thank you for joining us, and be sure to keep a close eye on Coach Bellevue and Coach Kent over there at Souhegan for us. Huh?
Yes, I will. Will do. Thank you.